You know what? We sent Scott back to school again today, and we have to admit, as much as he loves the school visits, Scott also says he's going to like summer break.
Right. Just like the kids.
Learned enough?
He's like the kids, ready for summer break.
Were they still paying attention today with only a few weeks left?
No, I'm just kidding. Of course they were. They were
of
paying
course.
great attention, but they were just outside for recess prior to that, so
That
it wasn't
helps.
like they were looking out the window longing to be outside. It was a little hot outside today anyway, so. Well, last school visit this week, and we talked to Koelsch Elementary and had some great questions again. Amazing questions we've had, and I want to remind everybody that all the questions we've had throughout the year are all on the website under my weather blog. So if you go to IdahoOnYourSide.com or KIVITV.com, either one you'll get through and you'll see the weather blog and all of the questions and all the different answers. So some great questions. I want to thank all the kids this year. We've got another week to talk about, and here's today's question from one of the students, 4th and 5th graders at Koelsch Elementary.
My name is Hunter Gale. I go to Koelsch Elementary. My question is, how come it's going to be much cooler this week?
Great question, Hunter. How come it's going to be much cooler this week? And here's the culprit, the answer right behind me. And we talked about this in school today. This blue line is a cold front. And what is a cold front? It's the front of, or the leading edge of, a big mass of cool air. So here's the cool air right in here. The leading edge is right here. Now, the front just divides warm air and cool air. If the warm air is advancing, this is a warm front, and we painted red. If the cool air is advancing, it's a cold front, which makes it blue. And so that's what we have. That's what's been going through right now, and behind it, we've got a lot of cool air. So why is this week going to be cooler? The weather pattern is shifting a little bit, and the cool air that's been built up in Canada and different parts of the East Coast as well is finally going to start kind of building on down from Canada in our direction. And so this is the weather picture now. The wind is going to push this front on through. We're going to see some changes coming in, the cooler weather coming in for tomorrow and much of the rest of this week. So the strength of a front is determined by the temperature contrast, or the difference between the temperatures on either side. Today, it was in the 90s ahead of our cold front. That's where we were today. And behind it, temperatures only in the 70s for high temperatures anyway. And so a sharp contrast gives a strong front, and a strong front will tend to give more wind. And that's why we've had, we still have wind gusting to 40 miles an hour right now as it's moving on through. When you look at it from the side, you kind of slice a cold front. The cold front will be right here along the ground. This is the bubble of cold air advancing. It's colder, and the kids, we talked about this today, cold air is heavier, so it's hanging near the ground, and the warm air will lift out ahead of it, and that can cause thunderstorms. No storms in the valley today because there was not enough moisture around to cause condensation and enough clouds to really get rain. And so cold front coming in with just wind and no rain. The bottom line, it will be cooler this coming week, starting tomorrow.
Biking tomorrow.
Yes, refreshing.
Yeah, be nice.
Thanks, Scott. Coming up next on Fox 9 on your side.